Get your black ass out of my first-class cabin. You worthless piece off, who the hell do you think you are? That voice, sharp and icy, slices through the hush of the plane like a knife through silk. And let me tell you, I can still feel the sting of hot coffee running down my cheek as the entire cabin freezes. Some people shocked, some loving every second, but no one, not a soul, willing to step in. And isn't that always the way these things go? That's me, coffee dripping down my face, wearing a uniform I'd spent 3 months learning to fill, holding back 1,000 things I could say as the woman who just scalded me leans in, proud and smiling like she's won some unspoken game. My hands were trembling, but my voice, I swear, my voice was steel, steady as the engines humming in the silence. I think I'm exactly who I need to be right now. I wipe my cheek, never looking away, and in that moment, time kind of bends. No one moves, even the engines sound like they pause to listen. I take a breath, step forward, and with every ounce of dignity I've got, I tell them all, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zara Johnson, daughter of Marcus Johnson, CEO of Meridian Airlines, the airline you're flying on today. Then I turn to the woman who burned me and say, and as of this moment, you and your crew are terminated. That was the explosion, but you want to know how we got here, right? Let me back up a sec. 3 months earlier, Marcus Johnson sat behind a desk weighed down by decades of success, studying numbers that just wouldn't sit right. He'd built Meridian Airlines from the dust, made it something powerful, photos with presidents on the wall, every surface in his office shouting achievement. But today he's got a folder in front of him that makes his chest heavy. Complaints in first class are up 47%. Marcus, his assistant Elena, tells him, her voice that kind of quiet that says bad news is coming. The complaints aren't just about bad meals or late flights, theory about the way people are being treated, especially passengers of color. It's the Atlanta to Chicago, Atlanta to New York routes. Same crews, same complaints. Marcus feels a weight from the past settle in. He remembers being ignored in restaurants as a kid, being mistaken for the janitor in a suit in the 90s. And here it is, all over again. Only this time, it's his airline. Show me the data, he says, and when he flips through the numbers, it's clear this isn't just a bad week, it's a system, and it's got his name on it. Official solutions get floated. More training, new policies, the board whispering about keeping things quiet. But Marcus knows all that is just band-aids on a bullet wound. He stands up, looks out his window at the planes rolling over the tarmac as planes, and says, I want the truth, but I can't get it from a report. We need someone inside, someone they won't suspect. Elena gets it right away. You're thinking of Zara. He nods, and it's done. His only child, 32, sharp as a razor, tough as they come, and tired of being kept on the branding side of the family business. She's always wanted more responsibility, and here's her shot undercover as a flight attendant, with a fake name, fake backstory. Not even her mom will know. 3 months in the trenches, riding those routes, living every day under the radar, looking for the rot. Now, Zara's no stranger to the grind. Former track star, mind like a steel trap, discipline built into her bones. She drops her bag on the floor after a run, checks her heart rate, and takes a call from her dad that will change her life. Dinner at Marcel's, he says, 7 o'clock. She knows it's serious. Marcus only pulls her to steakhouse meetings when something's gone sideways. When he lays it out, she's floored. You want me to serve drinks? She laughs, but he's stone-faced. You want to run an airline? You need to know every inch of it. Flight attendants are the face of Meridian. The challenge burns in her, the trust even more. 3 months, then I want a shot at ops, she tells him. You'll have it. You have my word. They shake on it, and neither of them realizes how deep this is about to go. Dallas in July, hotter than hell, humid as soup. Zara Williams, stands outside the Meridian Training Center, surrounded by a crowd of hopefuls from all walks of life. Her cover's airtight, hospitality worker from Philly, nothing flashy. Her hair's natural curls, cheap watch, nothing to hint at her real identity. A friendly voice, southern drawl, cuts through. First day jitters? That's Tammy, former kindergarten teacher from Memphis, built like someone who can handle chaos with a smile. They bond right away, And for the next 4 weeks, Zara and Tammy are in the foxhole together learning emergency procedures, CPR, how to open doors in seconds flat, practicing service until their hands blister and their faces hurt from forced smiles. The lead instructor, Regina Winters, is a legend, stern, exacting, the kind of woman who can make grown men cry. And she's got her eye on Zara from the start. The days blur safety drills, medical emergencies, learning the script of first-class service. There's a twist here, though. The premium cabin is a world apart, and Regina lets them know only the best get there. The rest slog it out and coach for years. Zara, driven as always, excels, but not without bruises to her ego. There's Jordan, ex-military medic. Sophia, fresh out of college. A crew as diverse as the city itself. But it's clear that cracks exist, even here. Tammy jokes about going back to wrangling 5-year-olds, but Zara's too invested now. She notices the little things, the pecking order, the subtle looks, who gets cut slack and who doesn't. There's something ugly under the surface, and she files it away. Week 4, graduation. Zara makes first-class crew, fast-tracked by Regina herself. Most trainees won't touch the premium routes for years, but here's the new girl with a golden ticket. Tammy celebrates with her family, Jordan with his parents, Sophia's roommates throw confetti. Zara? Alone, just like her cover demands, but the hunger to do this right burns in her. Regina hands her a folder, special assignment Atlanta to New York, partnered with Victor Carrington, a legend on the route, the king of first class. There's a handwritten note, maintain standards. It chills her more than it should. Her first official day crew lounge at Hartsfield-Jackson before dawn. Victor's everything you expect: sharp suit, sharper eyes, salt and pepper hair, all authority. He sizes Zara up, surprised they drop her into first class. Diane, a senior attendant, is instantly hostile. She wanted the slot and makes sure Zara feels it. Sandra's warmer. Michael just keeps to himself, but the team's dynamic is icy. Victor runs a tight ship, prioritizing certain passengers, core customers. He calls them mostly white, male, high status. The manifest glows yellow for the VIPs. Zara quickly learns the unspoken rules. Be perfect for some, perfunctory for others. As they board, the difference is clear. Victor greets his regulars, white men in suits by name, knows their drinks, their families. When Dr. Regina Lewis, a Black Diamond member, boards, it's just 2D on your right. No warmth, no recognition. Zara tries to break the pattern, offers a real greeting, and Victor pulls her aside, warning her to follow his lead. On that flight, she documents the pattern, subtle but there. Blankets run out for certain passengers. Information is less detailed. Some requests met with smiles, others with sighs. Layover in New York, the crew decompresses over drinks. Zara asks, "Don't all diamonds get the same service?" And the silence is heavy. Michael finally says, "Some diamonds are more diamond than others." Victor nods. "Our real regulars get what they've earned. It's a system-coded, protected, ruthless." Zara keeps her head down, but inside she's furious. Over weeks, Zara gets pulled deeper into the A-Team Victor's elite crew. Layovers in New York, the stories flow about the old days, the glory of serving the right kind of customer. She's careful, but pushes back where she can. Equal service, subtle acts of kindness, all while documenting every word, every gesture. The crew gossips about her, Diane in particular, but Victor keeps her close, grooming her for the inner circle, warning her not to waste energy on the passengers who don't matter. She learns Victor's influence runs deep, connections with other crews, support for management, especially Regina. The twist comes during a flight when Victor bumps a black woman, Dr. Carter, a neurosurgeon, diamond member, from first class to main cabin to accommodate a white man with no status. Zara calls it out, gets shot down, and quietly brings Dr. Carter a glass of wine and an apology. Diane sees it, tells Victor, who starts to question Zara's background. "You don't react like a rookie," Diane says, suspicion in her eyes. Victor's next move is bold, starts checking into Zara's history, calls in favors in HR. Meanwhile, Marcus Johnson has been getting regular updates. He's building a plan, lining up execs as anonymous passengers. The stage is set for a showdown, but Zara is on edge, her covers cracking. The crew is watching, and the tension's thick enough to cut with a butter knife. Final flight, Atlanta to Chicago. Victor's jumpy, checking his phone, shooting looks at Diane. The first-class cabin is packed with Meridian execs, some of them people Zara recognizes. More passengers of color than usual, something's up. Zara does her job flawlessly, serving everyone equally. Then, the big moment, her father, Marcus, is in seat 2B, traveling incognito. She serves him coffee. Victor accidentally bumps her arm, spilling it all over Marcus. Instantly, Victor tries to blame her. "My colleague is still in training," he says. Marcus stands up, calm but deadly. "You bumped into her. I saw it." The cabin goes silent. Passengers, crew, everyone's eyes are on this. Marcus pulls rank, reveals Zara's identity, Zoe's daughter, undercover, documenting discrimination. He fires Victor and Diane on the spot, announces a reckoning is coming. Passengers, including board members, break into applause. Tears in the eyes of those who've suffered quietly for years. Victor throws down his wings, hisses about destroying the real Meridian, but Marcus is done. The real Meridian is one where everyone gets treated with dignity. HR and legal are waiting at the gate. Crew are debriefed, terminated where needed. Zara, now Executive VP of Operations, steps into the role for real. The old regime, the shadow network, gets dismantled piece by piece. The media storm is huge, but the airline survives. The twist? Service ratings don't fall, they climb. More passengers, especially those previously marginalized, start booking Meridian. Equality, it turns out, is good for business. A year later, Zara walks the aisles in a business suit, spot-checking service. The crew is diverse. The vibe is lighter. Dr. Porter, who once was denied a glass of wine because of his skin color, greets her warmly now, just a passenger, not the black passenger. "For the first time, I could just fly," he tells her. "It's liberating. That's why it mattered." As she talks to her father by phone from the cockpit, he asks, "How's it look?" She smiles, watching real excellence unfold. "Like the airline you always meant it to be, Dad. Justice, not just for show, but for real." Marcus is quiet, proud. "You built the legacy, Zara. I just reminded everyone what it was supposed to mean." She hangs up, thinking about every small indignity, every quiet injustice she's seen, how the work never really ends, but how real change always starts with one person saying, "Not here, not now, not on my watch." So here's my question for you. If you were sitting in that cabin, coffee in your lap, dignity on the line, would you have spoken up? Do you think justice finally landed? Or is this just another story? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What does real equality look like? And is it ever really done? Let's get real about community, justice, and the small battles that add up to something bigger. Your story matters, tell it.